Hi, here we have 5 students including Amit. They appear for an exam in which possible marks are integers between 0 and 50. Now both inclusive, so marks can be either 0, 1, 2, 3, so on till all integers till 50. The average marks for all the students is 38 and exactly 3 students got more than 32. Okay, so there is a barrier of 32. There are 2 students, let's say T1 and T2, who got less than or equal to 32. They can be equal to 32 as well. These two got less than or equal to 32. And there are 3 students who got more than 32. So let's say T3, T4, T5. These 3 got strictly greater than 32 marks. If no students got same number of marks, so each 5 of them got distinct number of marks and an integral number of marks, that too. So if no 2 students got the same marks and Amit got the least marks, so this person is Amit who got the least marks. So let's say T1 is less than T2, which is less than T3, and T5 got the highest marks, so this person is Amit. Then the difference between the highest and the lowest possible marks of Amit is what? Okay, so the average for all the 5 students is 38, right? So let's calculate the total marks of all the 5 students. The total will be 38 into 5, which is 190 marks. Okay, so all together these 5 students got 190 marks. Fine. Now if we want to minimize the marks of Amit, what we'll have to do is we'll have to maximize the marks of other 4 students, right? Maximize the marks of other 4. Now what can be the maximum possible marks of these 3 students? The maximum marks for this student can be 50, for this student can be 49, and for this student it will be 48. Since the maximum marks are 50 and all of them need to get distinct marks. Similarly, what can be the maximum marks of T2? The maximum marks of T2 can be 32. These two got less than or equal to 32, so the maximum of T2 will be 32. So these are the possible maximum marks for the other 4 students, right? So if these are the maximum possible marks of the other 4 students, that means now if we assume Amit's marks are X, so X plus 32 plus 48 plus 49 plus 50 all together should be equal to 190. Okay. So the maximum marks of the other 3 are 48, 49, 50. The maximum marks of this second student is 32. So sum of all these 4 marks is 179. Hence Amit's marks will be 190 minus 179, which is 11. So the minimum marks that Amit gets is 11 marks if we maximize the marks of the remaining students. Okay, fine. Now let's talk about maximizing Amit's marks. First we minimize his marks, now let's try to maximize his marks. Now if we want to maximize Amit's marks, what we'll have to do is we'll have to minimize the marks of other 3. Now what can be the minimum marks of the other 3 students? Well, if you assume that they have to be greater than 32, so if you assume this is 33, 34, 35, that would not be the best way to go about it because the average itself is 38. So how can be the highest person be less than 38, right? So here what we do is to minimize or to maximize Amit's marks, what can be the maximum marks? Since these 2 students got less than equal to 32, the maximum marks that Amit can get would be 31 when T2 gets 32, right? Now is this possible or not? Because both of these got distinct and with 32 or more than 32 marks, the maximum marks possible for Amit is 31. Let's just check if this is possible or not. So the marks that Amit and the one other student get, the maximum marks is 31 plus 32. So the total marks that they get is 63. So out of 190, they get a total of 63 marks, right? Fine. So now the remaining 3 students will get 127 marks. Now is it possible for the remaining students to get 127 marks? Yes, it is possible. You can make a lot of cases, out of which one of the cases 41, 42, 44. So if sum of the 3 students is 41, 42 and 44. So if this is one case where Amit can get 31 marks, hence the maximum marks Amit can get is 31. Obviously more than 31 is anyways not possible. So the maximum marks Amit gets is 31 and the minimum he can get is 11. So we have to figure out the difference between the highest and the lowest possible. So the difference here will be 31 minus 11, which is 20. Hence option B here is the right answer. Thank you.